SFM is brought to you by Air Care One, Worldwide Air Ambulance Services.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I followed NASCAR for most of my childhood and my early adulthood, and then I started diversing into other series and starting to watch other series of racing that I had been ignorant about, like the figure eights and then Trans Am, sports cars, IMSA. And I find out every time that it always feels like you're that kid at Christmas time every time you go to those races, having fun and having access to the drivers. It's just a great sport, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so let me ask you a question. How did you hear my name? I noticed, I got a message from Brandy on my Facebook page, or an old Facebook page that I don't have control of anymore. What brought you to me and wanting to interview me?
How I found you was I was going on an online racing shop for a previous guest that I had on my podcast, and I realized that the kind of shop that he used was one that other drivers used as well, and your name for your merch was listed as one of the items that was available. And so then I looked you up and realized that you were a recent champion and that you've won many races, and I was like, holy cow, there's a lot of drivers that I haven't even heard of yet that are kicking ass the way that you see in these big series,
Yeah, so Short Track Heroes, my shirts that I just had made, that's really cool. That company is super cool, and I'm ecstatic for what they do for us racers, because I've tried to make my own merch and stock my own merch and not even really make money, but just get my shirts and stuff out there, and it wasn't fun. It was hard to manage on top of all the racing and building of cars that I do. It was just, so when I found out about them, actually my girlfriend's a big part of my racing, and so is my daughter, but we bought each other that was our anniversary gift to each other, was to go in on that, the merch website. And so it's been it's really cool what Short Track Heroes does for us and does for the racers to be able to supply all of our fans with shirts and merch.
Yeah, Short Tracks Heroes. Yeah, that's the name of the store. I remembered it when you brought it up. Yeah, I had a couple drivers on my previous podcast previously that are listed on there, such as Casey Klein. Ever heard of him?
Casey Kane, of course.
Yep, and also Casey Klein. Yep.
Oh, Klein. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's also Washington-based, but yeah, there's a lot of Short Track Heroes that I hadn't heard of on that site. And when I found the shop, I began reaching out to people, including you, because I see winners in any sort of race driver. And, even if you don't win a race, I still see you as a winner. That's my philosophy for, giving it a go. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I appreciate the guys that come out and help, put on a show and run, I mean, unfortunately, the, slowest ones out there. But, I mean, I appreciate those guys, because without those guys, we wouldn't have racing. So...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what's your funniest interaction with the fan if you had to pick?
SFM is brought to you by Air Care One, Worldwide Air Ambulance Services. Call now.